When Andrew Abbott goes out there to pitch, this team knows that they have a chance to win. His last outing was the one game that he pitched so far this year that they did not win. And he's just been fantastic this entire season. So hopefully this will be the team to get us right and get this thing going in a positive direction.
Meidroth, part of the cachet in the Garrett Crochet trade, popped up. Stevenson and Steer. Stevenson crisscrossing in front of Steer, one away.
Here's Miguel Vargas. He's back. Missed a couple of games over the weekend.
Swung on, popped up high into the air, shallow right field. Matt McLain goes out. In comes the right fielder, and it'll be the right fielder, Connor Joe, to make the catch. 2-minute out. Edgar Quero comes to the plate now. Lifted in the air, right field, well hit. Going back, Connor Joe. Just as he reaches the edge of the warning track, he'll make the catch.
There's a look at the opener, Brandon Eisert, who's on for his second start, 16th appearance, ERA below 5. He's got in his mind he wants to go with a 1-2-3 first inning.
Eisert will go to work now against TJ Friedl.
Good start to this ball game for Brandon Eisert, a strikeout.
Good way to start it off. Good hard breaking slider.
Santiago Espinal.
On the ground to the left side, it is Vargas. And there's 2 away.
One reason why the White Sox are using an opener tonight, whenever possible, you'd rather have De La Cruz batting right-handed than left-handed. And he hits a 2-hopper right to Vargas, and he'll throw to Elko. Nice work by Eisert.
1-2-3 inning for Brandon Eisert.
Luis Robert Jr. against Andrew Abbott.
1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking good. Pitch right there on the outside corner. And it just froze Luis Robert Jr.
That'll bring up the DH Vaughn.
Swung on and lifted high in the air to left. This will hang up and allow Austin Hayes to move under it. He backs up to make the catch, and now 2 men are gone here in the second inning.
Here's Lenyn Sosa, 2 outs, second inning, 0-0.
Sosa smokes this one, and over the glove of Espinal at third. There's your first hit of the ball game with 2 outs here in the second inning.
And it allows Tim Elko to come to bat with a runner on.
At the knee, strike 3.
And he gives up a hit, but they strand a man, and we've played an inning and a half.
Well, Jonathan Cannon comes on after a good first by Eisert. And he said he worked out of the bullpen last year a couple times, so he knows what it feels like.
For Austin Hayes, he returned in Houston.
Good sinker up and away, and Cannon gets his first punch out.
As you can see, that one just barely out of the strike zone. 4 straight retired by Sox pitching.
Here's Tyler Stevenson.
Grounder up the middle. Meidroth gets to it, throws across his body, and makes the play. Chase Meidroth showing the athleticism. The first baseman, Spencer Steer. Big pitch by Cannon. 2 punch outs, and White Sox pitchers have faced the minimum.
Josh Rojas will lead it off against Abbott.
Check swing, seemed to go. Appeal says yes. Strike 3.
Pitch on the way to Michael A. Taylor.
Swing and a miss. Challenge fastball. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Abbott. He's got 4 first time through the 9.
Chase Meidroth, the batter now.
Looking. Abbott strikes out the side.
Gavin Lux, the DH.
Strike 3 called. 3rd punch out for Jonathan Cannon.
Well, that ball definitely looked tall right there.
Now Matt McLain hitting 8th in the order tonight. First pitch driven opposite way. Michael A. Taylor. That's off the wall. McLain sprints up to second base. Opposite way in a big way.
Well, you love to see this, and Matt McLain, I think that's the first time this year, at least that I've seen, and it looked like a really concerted effort to hit the ball the other way, and hit it he did.
Connor Joe with a runner down at second base.
This one hit on the line in right center field. Taylor on the move, will track it down. Going back to the bag at second is McLain. Top of the order is TJ Friedl.
Hit him. And Friedel's got first. Down to a knee in pain. That left hand crumpling some.
Now the Reds have runners at first and second base with 2 away.
Santiago Espinal is grounded out to third base.
Grounder back over the middle. Sosa will backhand, throws to first. And Cannon gets out of the jam. Miguel Vargas 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to right field. Off the end of the bat, a flare into center field. It's going to be trouble, and it's going to fall down. A minor collision as Vargas will end up at second base.
De La Cruz slow to get up. Hopefully everybody's okay.
The good thing about this is everyone is feet first. TJ Friedl has taken another. That's a tough blow for him. Unfortunately, a collision, but it looks like all parties are doing okay.
Well, hopefully Edgar can take this ball to the right side. First of all, McLain is playing up the middle, and that's perfect.
Right on cue. And Vargas, he'll be waved in. The throw to the plate is late. Edgar Quero comes through as the White Sox strike first. A 1-0 lead here in this 4th inning.
And he waits and hits a high fly ball. That'll be playable as the left fielder Austin Hayes comes in, and if it ever does come down, and it does, he'll glove it for the out. The 2-0 is the ground ball up the middle. Here goes McLean to field it. He drops the ball and then finally gets his foot on the bag for the force out. Andrew Vaughn off first and swung on a high pop fly. In the infield, Edgar Cruz calls it and puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. But in the inning, the White Sox strike. They get a few base hits. They score a run. They take the lead 1-0 over the Reds.
Yeah, it's been a tough day physically for TJ Friedl. You see the bruise already starting to show itself.
And then Will Benson gets word from benchman Brad Mills, get your glove. You're going to the game. You're going to play center field. So Benson is the only left-handed bat on the bench. He's now in the game. Spencer Steer was down 0-2, rallied to bring it full, but struck out swinging his first time.
Swung on by Steer and hit well. That's going into the left center field gap. All the way to the wall as the one hops the wall. Steer rounds first. Cruz is into second base. And that's a leadoff double for Spencer Steer here in the 5th inning.
3 straight innings now for the Reds with a hit. They've got to figure out a way to do something with it.
So Gavin Lux, a strikeout looking his first time.
Cannon pitches, and Lux hits a one-hopper to Sosa. He'll flip to Elko, and that will move Steer to 3rd. The only downside for Lux, instead of a sacrifice, it's an 0 for 1. McLean with the infield in.
Cannon jumps on it, slips, now looks the runner back at 3rd. What a play from Jonathan Cannon.
Could not cleanly make a decision, got caught up halfway, stood frozen, lead runner erased. That's pressing, right? And it's understandable why, but at times I think we've seen this Reds team pressing as they've gone through these anemic runs of struggling to score. Connor Joe seems to have seen Cannon pretty well.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Leadoff double, no runs. First plate appearance tonight for Will Benson. Tapper to 3rd. Vargas. Benson beats it out. Infield hit.
Big man. He can pick him up and put him down.
Benson takes 3rd. 90 feet away, but 2 outs. Austin Hayes has struck out. He has bounced into a double play.
On the line to center, but Robert Jr. is there, and once again, Jonathan Cannon strands the runner on at 3rd.
Graham Ashcraft is in after Andrew Abbott gave his team a great chance. Abbott 1 run or less in 5 of his 6 starts.
Line down the line in right field, and it's going to go off the base of the wall. Andrew Vaughn will chug into second, and he's in there safe. That's how you start the 7th inning, a double for Vaughn.
Sosa pulled off the last one, looking like he wanted to pull the ball. You need to take this to the right side.
He goes to the right side, and it's going to drop in right field in front of Joe. And the White Sox cooking here in the 7th with runs on the corners and nobody out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And down on strikes, Tim Elko. Now if you can coax a ground ball out of Josh Rojas, a left-handed hitter right here.
Grounded to first. Steer hits the bag. Throw goes home for a tag. Double play.
So the Reds do get the double play on the ground ball to first. Connor Joe standing in 0 for 2. Joe has flied to right and struck out. Swung on, and this ball's crushed to the left center field gap. It is deep, and it is going to short hop the wall. Joe on his way into second base, and he's in there standing with a 1-out double.
That's the second ball of the night that Connor Joe has hit right on the sweet spot.
So now Joe in scoring position. Here's Will Benson.
Joe goes. The pitch away. Throw to 3rd. Out! Benson walked, but the tying run is cut down on a caught stealing at 3rd base. Santiago Espinal.
Line back, and it's caught by Rojas at 2nd. As the Sox get out of the jam here in this 8th inning.
6 of 8 save tries blown. That includes 0 for 1 for Steven Wilson. De La Cruz has singled. He's 1 for 3. High fly! Right field! Tie game! There are no doubters, and there's one Ellie De La Cruz just did. Bat in hand, pounding his chest to his dugout. Let's go! That is the first walk issued by Reds pitching on the game.
With 2 outs, we'll go back to the top of the order.
Meidroth, and that one gets through. They're going to wave in Baldwin. He's going to score, and the Sox retake the lead here in the 10th. Chase Meidroth, an RBI single.
So they've got the lead again. Here's Vargas.
As Vargas, high in the air, deep to left field. Get out! Miguel Vargas with a 3-run one shot here in the 10th. And the Sox explode for a 4 spot here in extra inning.
Cam Booser comes on for the 18th time. He's got a 4-run lead to protect.
And the Sox are an out away from closing it out. 2-2. Take a seat! And the White Sox wrap up a thriller in 10 innings. It's a 5-1 win to take the opener of this 3-game set.